Hey everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to make a bracelet today, and I'm going to use some of the beads that came in the May and June 2024 Potomac Beads Treasure Edition subscription boxes. I'll put a link in the description box below to the page on the Potomac Beads website where you can read about how both of their subscription boxes work and where you would sign up if it's something that you're interested in. I made this little netting bracelet using these IrisDuo beads and some fire polish beads from my stash. And I showed it in a finished jewelry video. I didn't do it on video. And I had a lady request that I do it on video to show how to do it. So that's what I'm going to do today. These ancient gold IrisDuo beads were in the May Treasure Edition box. I didn't have enough left after I made this bracelet to make another whole bracelet, so I ordered some, but they're exactly the same as the ones that were in the May box. And then these are some Czech glass faceted 4mm round beads that were in the June box. The color on these is jade, and I'm going to use these in place of on this one I used some dark purple iris fire polish beads. And I've got my Duracoat galvanized gold Miyuki 15-0 seed beads. And then I've got a Miyuki Duracoat galvanized seafoam 11-0 seed bead that I'm going to use. I've got a gold magnetic clasp in there. And a couple of wire guardians, a couple of 4mm jump rings, and a couple of 8/0s that I'm going to use when I do my clasping. I've got a size 12 beading needle. I'm going to use my 8-pound fire line and smoke. I'll be using my chain nose pliers to flatten the thread to get it through my needle, my scissors and thread burner to cut my thread and burn down my fire line, and then when I put my clasp on, I'll be using my chain nose pliers and my bent chain nose pliers to open and close my jump rings. Actually, those are 4mm jump rings, so I'll probably be using my tweezer pliers and my bent chain nose pliers. I can handle the 4mm jump rings better with my tweezer pliers than I can the others. I think that's everything. I'll put links to everything I can find links for in the description box below. Everything that didn't come in the 2 boxes. So hold on, I'll get some of this out of the way and I'll be back. Okay, I've got some of all of my beads out here, and I've got my needle threaded, and I've got a stop bead, and I'm leaving about a 12-inch tail so that I can come back later and sew my clasp on, or sew my wire guardian on. So, let me zoom in here. I'm going to pick up one of my 4mm beads, one of my 11/0s, 4mm bead, an 11/0, 4mm bead, and an 11/0. So that's what I've got. 3 of my 4mm beads and 3 11/0s. I'm bring them all the way down here to the stop bead, and I'm going to sew around all of them again. Get my thread caught around pliers and everything over here. I'm going to sew around all these again to get my little circle tightened up here. And I'm going to sew past my stop bead. And I'm going to be coming out one of these 11-ohs. Now, that's what I got now. So now I'm going to pick up 4 15-ohs, one of my 11-ohs, and 4 15-ohs. And I'm going to go from this 11-oh that I'm coming out here, I'm going to go around that 4mm bead, and I'm going to go into that 11-oh on the other side of it there. Make a little loop around my 4mm bead. Now I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to pick up 4 more 15-ohs, 1 11-oh, and 4 more 15-ohs. I'm going to go from this 11-oh I'm coming out of around here into this 11-oh. This is my netting part of my bracelet that I'm doing here. Now I'm going to pick up 4 more 15-ohs, one 11-oh, and 4 more 15-ohs. And I'm going to go over here into this, from this 11-oh into this 11-oh that I started this round in. That's what I've got now. So now I'm going to go up these 4 15-ohs, and I'm going to come out that 11-oh. Now I'm going to kind of push this up so it'll start forming a tube. And I'm going to put an IrisDuo bead between all of these 11-ohs. And the only thing about these IrisDuo beads, one side of the bead is flat, and one side of it is domed a little bit. That side is flat, and that side is domed. And I want my domed part to be on the outside of the bracelet. So you just have to kind of lay it out here and figure out how to go into it so that the domed part will be facing out. And so I'm just going to lay it down here and figure out it would be in there like that. I know this is hard to see. Since I'm going in this direction from left to right, I would need to pick up my IrisDuo bead, I think. I've got it laid with the domed side up, and I think I would need to pick it up from the bottom left hole. And I say I think because sometimes when I do this it's wrong and I have to take it out and put it back in again. So I'm going to go from this 11-oh into this 11-oh. Pull my thread through and see if that's going to land in there the way I want it to. And it is, with the domed part facing out. So now I'm just going to do that all the way around here. This stop bead is bothering me, but the necessary evil. Now I'm going to pick up another IrisDuo bead, the same from the bottom left, and I'm going to go in the next 11-0. Now pick up another IrisDuo from the bottom left, and I'm going to go into the 11-0 I started this round in. This first part can be kind of fiddly because you don't have much to hold on to, but that's pretty much the way of any kind of bead weaving project you do. At first you don't have much to hold on to, and it's harder than after you get a few stitches in. So that one tried to flip up on me there. I need to flip him back up. He's went down in there. There we go. Now I'm going to sew around all this again to tighten it up. So I'm going to go into my IrisDuo bead and my 11-0. My IrisDuo bead and my 11-0. My stop bead out of the way. Go into my IrisDuo bead and my 11-0. And pull that all tight. That's what I've got now. Now I'm going to go into my IrisDuo bead, and I'm going to go from the bottom hole of it up here into the top hole. And now I'm going to put an 11-0 between all these IrisDuo beads, through the top hole of all these IrisDuo beads. Pick up an 11-0, go into the next top hole, pick up an 11-0, go into the next top hole, and I'm going to go on into that 11-0. And I'm going to go around all this again to tighten this up. And I'm going to come out one of my 11-0s. That's what I've got now. So now I'm going to do my netting again. So I'm going to pick up 4 15-0s, one 11-0, and 4 15-0s. I'm going to go from the 11-0 on this side of this IrisDuo around here to the 11-0 on this side of this IrisDuo. I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm going to pick up 4 more 15-0s. An 11-0. 4 more 15-0s. I'm going to go from this 11-0 around here into this 11-0. I'm going to pick up 4 more 15-0s. One 11-0, 4 more 15-0s, and I'm going to go from the 11-0 I'm coming out of here around here into this 11-0 that I started in. And I went up through one of those 15-0s, but that's okay because I'm going to end up going up through all of them. So I went into one of those 15-0s. I'm going to go back up into all the other 3. And come out that 11-0 there at the tip. Now I'm going to put in one of my 4mm beads between all these 11-0s. I'm going to pick up a 4mm bead, go from this 11-0 to this 11-0. Pick up another 4mm bead, go from this 11-0 to this 11-0. Up another 4mm bead, go from this 11-0 into this 11-0 which is the one I started in on this round. Now I'm going to sew around all those again, all the 4mm and all the 11-0s. And I'm going to come out this 11-0. After my 4mm bead. So that's what I've got now. So now I'm going to do my knitting again. I'll pick up 4 15-0s, one 11-0, and 4 15-0s. I'm going to go from this 11-0 around here into this 11-0. Pick up 4 more 15-0s, one 11-0, 4 more 15-0s, I'm going to go from this 11-0 around into this 11-0. Pick up 4 more 15-0s, and 11-0, and 4 more 15-0s, and I'm going to go from this 11-0 into this 11-0. I'm going to go up these 4 15-0s, and come out that 11-0 there at the tip. Now I'm going to put my IrisDuos in again. So this time I'm traveling this way, so I think I might have to pick them up different this time. So I'm going to lay it out here with the dome side up, and it's going to be laying in there like that. So I need to pick it up from the bottom right this time. And I'm going to go from this 11-0 into this 11-0. I'm going to pick up another one from the bottom right. Go from this 11-0 into this 11-0. Try to just get in the 11-0. It's trying to go into that 15-0 too. Pick up another one from the bottom right. Go from this 11-0 into this 11-0. Now I'm going to go around all those again. All the same holes of the IrisDuos and the 11-0s. And then I'm going to come out one of my IrisDuos. Now I'm going to go up here into the top hole of my IrisDuo. And I'm going to put an 11-0 between all these top holes. Go from one top hole to the other top hole, putting in an 11-0. I'm going to go around all those again to reinforce. I'm going to come out one of my 11-0s. So that's what I've got now. So I'm just going to keep doing that, alternating between my 4mm beads and my IrisDuos until I get the length that I want. And you just have to pay attention to how you pick up your IrisDuo so that the dome part will be facing out. And it'll alternate every time. Like the next time, I think I will have to pick up the IrisDuo from the bottom left instead of the bottom right, because your thread's traveling in a different direction each time. So when I get done with the length that I want, I'll come back and we'll put the wire guarding on. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got the length that I want now, so now I'm going to put my wire guardian on. So I'm going to pick up 3 of my 11-0s, 1 of my 8-0s, and my wire guardian. I go down the other channel of my wire guardian, back into the 11 or 8-0. I hold my finger over it so the thread will land in the channel there. Hold on to the wire guardian and pull the slack out of my thread. Now I'm going to pick up 3 more 11-0s. And I started coming out of this 11-0 on the right side here. I'm going to go into the 11-0 on the other side of this 4mm. And I forgot to mention, I ended with my 3 4mm beads, just like I started with the 3 4mm beads here. So now I'm coming out of that 11-0, I'm going to go through this 4mm and into this 11-0. I'll just go through the 4mm and then the 11-0. Now I'm pick up 3 more 11-0s. And I'm going to go up this 8-0 back into the wire guardian, back around the wire guardian and back into the 8-0. Hold my finger over the wire guardian. Now I'm going to go back down. It doesn't really matter any one of these 3 little legs I've made here, because I'm going to try to go back up and down all of them to reinforce them. So now I'm going to go into this 11-0 here, into this 4mm, and the 11-0 between the 4mm. Now I'm going to go back up these 3 11-0s and the 8-0. Go back around my wire guardian again. Back into the 8-0. Hold my finger over the wire guardian. Now I'm going to go down the 3 11-0s here that I've not been through twice yet. And my thread started coming out of this side of it, so I'm going to go on the other side of it. So that gets my wire guardian on there. Now I'm just going to sew down through here and tie 3 half-inch knots and end off my thread. And then I'm going to take my stop bead off the other side and put the wire guardian on that side just like I did this side. And then I'll attach my clasp. I'll just go ahead and do that. Y'all don't need to see me do that. You've seen me do that a bunch of times. So when I get all that done, I'll be back and we'll see what I've got. So I'll be back. Okay, there's my 2 bracelets. This is the one I had already made, and this is the one I just made today. This is really an easy stitch. It's not hard at all to do. The only thing is just making sure you pick up your IrisDuos so that the domed part is facing out. But and I'll just leave it clasped and show it to you a little bit closer here. And like I said, I'll leave a link in the description box below to the page of the Potomac Beads website where you can read about both of their subscriptions and subscribe if it's something that you're interested in. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook, Instagram, and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Take care.